Held on the first Saturday of May, the Kentucky Derby has been called the most exciting 2 minutes in sports. A 1 1/4 mile race for 3-year-old horses held at Churchill Downs in Louisville, Kentucky. It's the first leg of racing's Triple Crown. The 150th Run for the Roses is this Saturday, and as with most outdoor events, the weather often plays a role. Now, Louisville's climate in early May is a bit warmer than most Pennsylvania, with average highs in the mid-70s. This Saturday should be a few degrees warmer than average. But spring there is fickle, just like here. Some derbies have been run with highs in the 90s, others on days when temperatures stayed in the 40s. As for rain on race day, if we only look at the hours leading up to and including the race, measurable rain has fallen on 25 of the last 100 derbies. The rainiest was just 6 years ago, almost 3 inches in the afternoon and early evening. It's worth noting that Churchill Downs does not allow umbrellas. Though some horse racing venues have switched to a synthetic surface that's typically a mix of fiber, recycled rubber, and wax-coated sand, Churchill Downs is a natural track, an 8-inch deep sandy loam on top of a 12-inch clay base. The top 3 inches of the loam are fluffed, while the bottom 5 are compacted, forming a cushion so the horses never touch the clay. With a high sand content, the track does need some water to keep it firm enough to grip. So if nature doesn't provide enough rain, water trucks make up the difference. Here's the terminology that Churchill Downs uses to describe track conditions. Fast means a dry, resilient surface. Muddy means the track is wet but with no puddles, while sloppy indicates a saturated track with standing water visible. Churchill Downs drains so well that official race-time track conditions are usually okay. Over the last 100 years, the track has been fast about 3/4 of the time, including in 1973 when Secretariat set the Derby record, one of only 2 horses to run the race in under 2 minutes. Less than 20% of the years end up in one of the soggy categories. One of those was in 2004, when local racing fans may remember Pennsylvania-bred Smarty Jones won the Derby in a very slow time. Smarty, born in Chester County, he's now back in Pennsylvania enjoying retirement at a horse farm in northern Lebanon County. Given the volatility of spring weather, it's remarkable that the Derby has never been canceled due to weather, though in 2011 a tornado damaged several barns at Churchill Downs a few weeks after the race. More than 200 horses were evacuated from the stables. Fortunately, there were no injuries, human or equine. As a side note, quite a few Kentucky Derby horses have had weather-related nicknames. Winners include Typhoon II and Thunder Gulch, while Summer Squall and Wild Gale finished 2nd or 3rd. Sun Thunder and Cyclone Mischief raced last year. Stay tuned. Our extended forecast is next.